Well, it'll be about 95 in an hour. It's dogs everywhere. Very clean area here. Very nice. Kandi Borobudur. Kandi means temple. There's the regulations for entering the Borobudur temple site. It's not allowed to bring your bag, meal, and food up to the monument. No sketching or lettering, please. Kids are good. Hi guys. With a hat on. Just got a hat from them.
We're going to check bags because last year they bombed the temple.
Are you kidding? They bombed it here? 400 meters away from the entrance there right now. We're walking up a beautiful path. It's Fulke with a guide. He just described that the dome symbolizes the robes of the Buddha, and that's the stick of the Buddha up on top, that pole. And this is where when people died, they thought the relics would come to go to heaven, but they didn't find any relics of people here. So there's some mystery as to what Borobudur is all about, if it was a temple or a shrine or what it really was. Getting closer now. Just looking at one side of it. There's multi-sides, of course, this thing we're going to see. If from the side there, we're looking up through another shaft. You can see the kids going up through the alcoves. Getting the very base of it now, standing on the bottom of the stairs. About to come into full view of this whole thing. Very incredible. Just incredible.
Because
by natural forces, just covered.
Yeah.
Through the centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was built in 8th century. The Borobudur was built in 8th century. But really, the Borobudur is still in mystery. There isn't any people knew when the Borobudur was built and who built the Borobudur. Everything just assumption. Because in 8th century, the Java Island, especially in the southern part of Java Island, it was reigned by the Sailendra dynasty. So their religion are Buddhist. So most of people keep assumption that the temple of Borobudur was built in 8th century by Sailendra dynasty.
And he was Muslim? No.
That's a Buddhist. The name of the builder of the temple is Guna Dharma. It is Japanese ancestor.
Okay.
And then afterward, in 1814, the temple of Borobudur, it was discovered by the expert from England named Thomas Stanford Raffles.
Oh, he discovered it?
Yeah.
Raffles?
Yeah, Raffles discovered the temple in 1814.
Okay.
When the Raffles discovered the temple still covered with earth. So the people around here didn't know that inside the earth there is the big monument. The people around here just supposed it's a big hill, because in the hill grow up some bushes, some bushes, also the small trees. And then in 1817 until 1835, there was expert named Van Elf, this expert from Holland, tried breaking open all the ground. In 1817 and in 1835.
They were digging it up then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in 1882, most of the Indonesian people, especially the expert from Indonesian people, they had the opinion that they would like to move all the statue of Buddha, statue of lion, also many kinds of stupa or dagups, also there are many kinds of reliefs, bring to the Thailand, to the special museum. But this idea didn't agreed by the government. And then in 1885, there was expert named Jan Easterman from England, named Easterman, discovered the original Buddha temple, because you break open all the
underneath there.
Yeah, underneath.
That's the original temple.
That's the original foot of the temple.
Original foot. Okay.
Yeah.
But then they closed it up. The next builders closed that part up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Because there is two reasons. According to the religious reason, when the restoration was held, and then the part of the expert tried breaking open the additional stone. But actually, instead of the additional stone, there is the pornographic reliefs, pornographic panels.
There are pornographic
Yeah.
panels.
So, according to the people that formerly our ancestor was worried that the young Christian will do something wrong at the pornographic panel. So he tried covering with the additional stone here. And the second reason, according to according to logical reasons, because inside of the food, yeah, or inside of the Indonesian stone here, you can find unfinished panel. So most of the people keep assumption that formerly there were natural disasters like big earthquake, eruption, so to protect the temple, so we try covering with the stone like this one. And the meaning of Borobudur comes from the Sanskrit word. Is Boro means vihara, vihara in English is monastery, Budur means hill. So Borobudur means peninsular monastery on hill.
Monastery on the hill.
Yeah.
So there were monks living here.
Yeah, on the west side of the temple here, formerly. Keep present to him.
They wanted him to do that.
Yeah.
The local people wanted the king
Yeah.
of Thailand to take
Yeah.
the panels to Thailand.
The
Yeah.
government gave it to him as a present.
Why?
The
Why
local
did they do
government
that?
keep
Because
present to
they
him.
governments give presents to other governments.
But not a national monument.
Well, how did they didn't know it was
They
a
didn't know it
national
at that
monument.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
So in Thailand, we're in Bangkok. Where do you find these original panels?
And a museum of Thailand.
In
On the
Bangkok?
museum.
Yeah, museum.
Okay.
So the government of Indonesia invited many experts in the world, yeah, from UNESCO, from PBB, yeah, to discuss how to restore the temple.
And what year was that?
In 1907.
1907. Okay. I didn't know there was UNESCO then.
And then afterward, yeah, we discussed about the restorations, and then the last decision that to restore the temple for the government on the
Five all the way around.
yeah.
500. Is that number mean something? 505.
No, there
statues?
is any meaning, but 505 it is included unfinished Buddha that formerly put in the top of the main stupa, and right now moved to the western side of the temple.
Okay. So
Because
there's-
unfinished Buddha put in the top of the main stupa, it means it is symbol for the people who live in the world that impossible to get all their life perfection.
Oh, so they never finished the Buddha.
Yeah.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
But some of punishment here?
That's the symbol of the doctrine, cause and effect.
Cause and effect.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else were you saying? I'm sorry.
Doctrine, cause and effect, it means if you right now you do something wrong,
Yes.
next you will receive punishment. If you right now you do something well, next you receive reward.
Yeah. Now, how do they get that meaning out of these pictures?
Yes, some people receive the punishment, also they receive the reward.
Oh, the people underneath are getting
Yeah.
punished. They're holding up.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So that's their punishment. And behind these stone walls are how many more panels?
It's around 164 panels.
And they uncovered them and then they covered them up again.
Yeah.
Okay, just to look. It's interesting. So behind all of these rocks, these stones, are more panels. They built this thing and then they covered them all up again. Hi, Fall. I didn't get the first part. When this hand is down, it means that?
The Buddha, Bodhisattva, or Buddhas from the paradise going down on the earth to reach the earth.
That's his hand is pointing down to
Yeah.
the earth.
Yeah.
Okay. And when his hand is pointing up, it means heaven?
You never see him pointing it.
Yeah, no, sometimes he's sitting with his hands palms up.
Or like this. You never
No,
see
he has his hands in that position. Why only on the eastern side, do you think?
Because in the eastern side it's according to the story like this one, and then from the south part of the temple is different again. From the west different, from the north different. There's 4 positions, you know.
Okay, so each side is a different.
No, in the eastern side.
We're on the eastern side. Okay.
Eastern side here. It's the entrance gate. Of the
Entrance.
eastern-
This is the main entrance.
Yeah, the main entrance from the
Okay.
eastern side.
Okay, we're about 2/3 of the way up to the top now. I'm going to turn around and give you a view looking the opposite way from this position. Maybe across. You get a view down into the gardens. Very lovely. Looking along the panels at the 3rd level, I think we're at now. The gargoyles there that Mother could love. More of the carvings. Looking to the south. Little schoolgirls here. Hi. This is the bowl. This is supposed to be the bowl of the Buddha. This thing here.
Yeah, and the top is stick of the Buddha.
And where the ropes.
The rope is on the stick of the Buddha.
It's like sitting on the ropes. And that's the bowl for begging and for getting the food. And they're sticking their arms in there. The custom is if you can reach the Buddha, you'll go to heaven. Huh? Is that what that means?